so I guess Matt might not.
Well,
Yeah, we live.
Yeah. Well,
see if I can make myself less orange.
we'll give people a few minutes to join, but see if Bobby ends up actually joining or not. Of people that don't know, it's only 2 people watching, but he's at Burning Man. Probably burnt out of his mind. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not even sure he's on this planet right now, but if he is, hey, or I mean, he might join and not be on this planet, which I don't know what's scarier. What's side, dude?
I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Lord, so what's been going on with
you? Nothing. I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh, I did so over the course of like late last week and then this week, we did me and my buddy Patrick did an install on my buddy James's truck. We actually traded out labor. He swapped out. Well, he bought and swapped out the steering gearbox on my Duramax, and then he's going to replace the motor mounts that I bought. Let me see what photos I have. It came out good though.
You did that. You did the car audio install
for him. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Me and Patrick took care of it. It was over the course of like we had the truck it was here for like 4 or 5 days just because I was like, look, bro, like, I'm not working on it during the day. It's hot.
Yeah.
It'd be in the sun. So he's like, whatever, I don't need it. Cool. And like the A-pillars I posted, those custom speaker pods one from a couple weeks ago, those were his.
Okay.
Let's see.
Nice.
Yeah. Going. Where are the photos? What up?
Yeah, what up, Ryan? Lee, what up? Damon again. Mark, what up? Yo. Choke change.
Dude, choke change is awesome.
Yo. Hola, senor. Where's Bob? Bob is in a different dimension at the moment, more likely.
But, high probability.
He might be joining us. We'll find out shortly, I guess. But he did see the message, so I guess. Oh, there he is.
He's hanging no shirt on. Hey,
in here.
Yeah.
Is it working?
It's working.
Fucking Starlink for the win.
Dude, for real.
For me to put on, or I'm gonna put this shirt on right here.
Nah, hell no. You be all right.
We got AC running shit. I'm gonna walk outside. I'm gonna walk you guys out here. Hopefully this fucking sound monster that I want to tell you guys all about is next to me because
it's called Eden.
Eden? Okay, there is a sound unit called Eden out here that is this massive, beautiful fucking thing, dude. And it is okay. And it's loud as fuck, and it sounds amazing, and it makes me embarrassed about all the sound walls in the goddamn car audio community. Like, even the big fucking crazy one that I built for Sky High, this thing shits on that in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah, but how much that thing costs?
I have no fucking idea, but it's got a generator that's half the size of my van in it.
Jesus.
I swear to God, dude, it's fucking huge.
What kind of equipment?
We got a little carried away on the Jenny because we got a fucking killer deal on it. So, hold on, I'm going to put you guys on the ground and put on my cowboy boots.
What kind of equipment's in that?
Son.
Bobby, what kind of equipment's in the thing? I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I can hear you. I can't remember the name of the brand, but I'm like 99% sure that it's manufactured by our boys at B&C.
Okay.
Probably.
Is it all like just straight pro audio shit? I guess we're about to see. So.
Yeah, I'm going to walk over here, see if it moved. Like, we got up yesterday. Here it is. It's right here. We got up yesterday morning and rode out to sunset, or sunrise, rather. I'm fucking hammered, by the way, in case you were wondering.
Couldn't tell, man.
Look at that motherfucker. Woo, baby.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's all
Bro,
like
tell me you brought Max. Measure it tomorrow.
So the DJ's up there, and they're spinning, and they pull this thing around. They were trying to pull it around with this thing right here, but it didn't quite have the torque it needed. This is some handcrafted custom shit some guys built, but it didn't work. So they've been using a truck, and they had this little badass tractor that was really cool. But so this thing fucking jams, dude. There was a crowd of 1,500, 1,000 people around this thing, fucking dancing, having a good time, watching the sunrise out here at Burningman. And it was fucking getting it. And it sounds perfect. And it's tuned for 1,000 feet, like they had a fucking mic system and shit. And they tuned it for 1,000 feet. And they had this thing at the end of this thing. I can't remember what the fuck that's called. Allie probably knows. But it was like this sonic vision or something like that is what it was called. And it was this big series of rings that were separated by, I don't know, 25 or 50 feet. And they had a bunch of LED lights on them. And you could make a sound at the end of that. And if it was loud enough and you would hear it at 1,000 feet, you would see it coming. And so they had this thing at the end of the 1,000 feet, and the music's playing, and this fucking 1,000-foot series of lights is coming at you. And it was fucking gangster. It was fucking badass. Steve, do you remember these shirts you made for me, bro? You remember that?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
But, dude, we're having a really good time. It's fucking badass. Our van is behind us right here. The van is a fucking Warrior. AC's pumped. It's pretty toasty out here right now. It's probably about 90, but it was probably like 95 earlier. There is literally no breeze today. When there's a breeze, this motherfucker's a dust storm. But it's a real good fucking time out here. You guys should come out here. It's fucking awesome.
Dude, I'm down to go next year. What? So do they turn that bitch on next to you, or they move it first?
No, they move it.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome. The people across from us have like a 30-foot tall fucking swing set.
Damn.
Can you go closer to the
You guys hear me okay? Am I still good?
You're good. Steve's not.
Okay. I'm at Steve turns into a robot, and I'm out on the playa. I'm at fucking Burning Man, and my signal's better than Steve's.
Hey, you'll have that sometimes.
This is our spot. This is our camp right here. It's called the
Oh, is it?
Speakeasy? Nice. Am I still a robot?
From 3 o'clock until 6 o'clock every day. 6 o'clock. Fuck. And we serve very strong drinks. This is where I'm at. Today I worked the bar. I was at this bar all day today, and I got a lot of people fucked up today. There was a lot of people very, very, very intoxicated that have been hanging out with me. So,
what do you mean? When you're out there and you actually like have a? What do you mean you got a spot? What is that? You're working?
I'm part of a camp. So our friends created this camp. I'm gonna walk over to my beautiful friends over here and say hello.
Okay.
And so our friends created this camp. Is the Dusty Speakeasy and Sanctuary, like in the back, which you can kind of see right here. But in the inside of that is an air-conditioned area with couches and pillows and snacks, cookies, and Jolly Ranchers and Starbucks and shit. And like dope. People chilling out. And one of the ladies does like tarot card reading, and she talks to people a little bit. And the other one captures them and hugs them while they're crying after she fucking shows them what their reading is. And yeah,
that's dope. You guys built your own like bar and speak. That's fucking super cool.
Oh, it's fucking killing. You guys have to come with me next year. It is such a good fucking time.
Is that like how it is out? Is there just multiple camps like that all around there? Looks like how the
There's
show
all
is?
kinds of shit. There's a spot right next door to us. Actually, like if we end early enough, this camp next door is feeding fucking 700 to 1,500 people a day. And they got burgers and hot dogs and all kinds of shit. And if you get naked, you can skip the line. Watch me go. I got big ass dick. I'll get naked. I don't give a fuck.
Boy, it must be nice.
I don't really want my dick to get dusty, but if I can skip the line real quick and then put my drawers back on, I'm good. I'll do that shit.
You ain't never had no dusty dick? Damn, bro, come on.
I ain't trying. I've definitely seen some dusty wieners around here. There's definitely more. There's definitely more relatively attractive naked women than there are naked dudes, which is thankful. But like we had to make a sign that was like, please don't put your balls on our bar stools, because like there was like a naked dude in there.
I don't want to know.
Bar, sitting at the bar, squiggling around and giggling and laughing at jokes and shit, and I was like, ew. Please take your dusty balls off my chair. I never thought I'd ever have to say that sentence, but I considered saying it. But I wasn't working the bar that day. Otherwise, I would have been all, please don't put your balls on our chairs. Please don't.
That's funny. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
But yeah,
it sounds like fun.
I don't know how good my signal is. It's pretty.
It's not. You're good, dude.
This lovely young lady is part of our crew, and we're on a podcast right now. This is Mimi. She's awesome. She draws quite a crowd when she's working out in the front.
How many days is it?
How many days is it? It started, well, I mean, the event for regular folks coming in started on like Sunday. Yeah, Sunday at midnight. And our friends told us what time to leave Fernley and to arrive, because it opens right at midnight on like Saturday night, Sunday early morning, and we touched down on the fucking playa exactly at midnight, so our timing was perfect. So we rolled in with like little to no line of any kind at all. We just rolled right the fuck on in. It was awesome. Some people probably waited in line for 5 and 6 hours to get in here. So
yeah. Like your camp, did they have a couple days before to go set all that up, or you guys?
They got here on Friday, so they had like a day and a half. And they set up most of the stuff. We actually picked up some parts for one of the structures. Actually, the structure that is the sanctuary that I showed you a moment ago. They missed some of the pieces at home, so we stopped by their house and picked that shit up. And we got in here. The fucking AC unit on my van fucking quit working yesterday. And
damn, you just got that.
I know. I jumped up on there and I found that I had blown a fuse, and then I realized I was like, I had the temperature set to 61 degrees in that motherfucker, and it was running at like 100% duty cycle. And I was like,
just never turn off. Yeah.
I should probably set that to a more realistic temperature, and now it's fine. So I took it apart, replaced the fuse, put it back together. We're good to go. Good thing I'm a decent tech, and I have some handy tools and such, and some friends with some good tools and stuff. But yeah.
Yep, it's crazy how the car audio is always coming in handy.
Oh, it sure as fuck is. And my van is fucking badass. I'll share that shit with you later. Allie's in there, probably pretty much half naked, making food for us. So y'all don't get to be in the van.
Bobby, did you run the van and surf?
No, I didn't. I was so fucking busy. I wanted to do the SQ stuff with it. It was set up for it. Like I put a sub box in it. I was ready to go. I was going to compete. I was thinking I'd probably win. I mean, it sounds fucking good. Like we tuned the shit out of it. Tyson tuned it. Jeff tuned it. I fucking tuned it. It's kind of the tune that's in there currently is kind of a combination of after Tyson and Jeff and then me fucking with it at the end. It's pretty goddamn good. I was hoping to get maybe a couple of the like Robert Boyd or a couple of the other SQ guys to hop in and play the fucking little toony game with me a little bit like I did previously and improve it. But I was just fucking buried, man. I was hustling the whole fucking time, hugs and high fives and making sure everybody's vehicles are working and dealing with the rain. It was really the rain that probably what stopped me from competing in SQ. And I was bummed out about that. Saturday afternoon, I was like, it didn't happen, motherfucker, you know? So, but yeah. Yep. Uh-oh, we lost Drew.
Can y'all still hear me?
All right, I can hear you, Drew. Yeah.
Yeah. Something happened with the. Hold on. I'm sure my face will be back in a second.
Okay. So today they asked me to work the bar. Normally I work out in the front and just lure people in to hanging out at our camp. We're like literally giving away free drinks, free snacks, and the air-conditioned sanctuary. I mean, it's a pretty easy ploy. You're like, I have free, very strong drinks inside. And people are like, fucking sick. I'm like, there's air conditioning and there's beautiful people in there to hang out with. And they're like, okay. And so in they
They're
come.
like, you twisted my arm.
Yeah, they're like, I'm fucking in it. That was a really cool guy. Yesterday, he hopped off his bike, put his kickstand down, and gave me a big ass hug. And he was like, last year I had the best burn of my life, and I've been out here like fucking 17 times. And I just made it a rule that every time somebody invited me in, I would come in. And I was like, that sounds like a fantastic idea. And he was like, fucking A. And he came inside and he had a couple drinks. He came out and he gave me a hug and a high five. And he was fucking drunk when he was leaving. I was like, fuck yeah, buddy.
Good luck, bud.
I wish I would have came out there.
Today they were like, we want you to bartend. And I was like, I'll fucking bartend. Watch me go. I will fucking get some people fucked up. And I sure as fuck did. I promise I did. And we were serving drinks. And we actually cut it off a little bit early. We ran out of drinks today. I served them up all the drinks that we had available, and we closed early. So that says a little something about my bartending skills. When I'm the bartender and the drinks are free, you'll get drunk. So I had a couple myself, in case you guys didn't notice. So
well, you have
you
to
guys
pen
can
me
come
in
with
for
me.
next year, Bobby. I'll go.
You need to go. You need to go. You need to go.
Yeah.
It's fucking good. And like
yeah.
this sound system isn't the only one that's fucking incredible. There was another one out there. And these things, like 100%, and I have no idea what these things cost to build, but they shit on any stunt wall that you've ever heard. And they're pleasant and they're loud as fuck. There was no
I mean, we're probably talking a mortgage on one of those things. You know what I mean?
Once you showed it on video, I was
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, a little different.
I mean, they brought Cummins, cat Cummins generators.
How close are you to it? Are you still close to it?
Yeah, I can walk back to it.
Let's see what the enclosures and stuff look like. Let's do a little.
They're badass horn-loaded monsters.
Yeah.
And they were telling me, I was thinking that the big structure down the center was the primary subwoofers, but they were like, those are the bass, but these are the low bass. These guys. And the engineers at, I can't remember what the company is called. I fucking wish I did. The engineers at the company, they were like, oh, no. You only need like one of each of these on each side. Just do 4. And they were like, we're going to do 8. It would be the same height as the big ones. And they were like, you don't need to do that. And they didn't.
But we're gonna.
Let me see. Good color. Let's show us a little more. Show us the bass side, the deep bass shit again. Get closer.
They look almost identical, just much smaller.
Let me make my camera moving.
I mean, even the shape of them.
You can't see the drivers, can you?
No, you can't. You can't see the drivers. I can feel the motors in here, and it's like I'm pretty sure that's a 10-inch motor in there. It might be a 12. That might be a 12, but it's essentially a horn-loaded 4th, from what I understand here. And I mean, it's got a lot of horn.
Hey, so y'all tag Jeff.
You would think that horn wasn't doing much, but it has to be doing something. And these are the Lolos, and it has the best fucking impact. It's like, and it doesn't have any.
Bobby, when you're reaching your arm in there, and grabbing the motor, is it firing into that side basically? Like, you know,
that's a sealed chamber.
Those are sealed. Okay.
I'm 99% sure. Like, I don't want to be like wrong as fuck. People are like, look at this fucking idiot. And I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm literally drunk, standing around at Burningman, observing this. But
it's so cool though. I wonder how much power. Did you ask him?
It looked like it had 7 2,000-watt amplifiers.
Is it like car audio amps, or is it home audio stuff?
No, they were like big pro audio badass 2,000-watt amplifiers, and they were in air-conditioned cases.
Oh, that's dope.
And
these people are like, ain't fucking around.
No, they're not fucking, not in the slightest bit. Like, there was zero. Okay.
Yeah, what is this thing attached to? What
see
is
this?
It?
See behind those doors?
It's like a boat?
That is all Jenny. That's the generator.
Okay.
Right here. As big as those 2 fucking doors. Big as fuck. And that's the output, and these are the fans. And then it has air conditioners running the amp cases.
So it's just a big ass trailer that they converted in essence, yeah?
Yeah. I wonder if that fucking if I start getting fucked up, start talking to me. I'm walking a little further away.
No, you're still good.
I'm still good.
That's wild, dude. That thing's so
all the
cool.
way over here, I'm still good. I'm
Yeah.
like 60, 70 feet away from the van right now.
Oh, there it goes.
And there goes.
It's starting to break up a little, but you're still good.
I'm like that structure. I'm on the other side of it from the van, and it's all fucking steel. So, okay.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna have somebody up there, if you're gonna have someone up there DJing and hauling all this shit around, that shit's got to be really strong.
Yep.
Oh, people. The crowd of people are a couple hundred feet away from this thing, and it's just fucking pounding, and it sounds amazing. It sounded absolutely fucking amazing. So, it was a lot of fun.
Did you ask them what they do with that thing outside of this? Like, do they take it to other festivals, or like, what's it just for this? Just strictly
just this.
Just this. That's so fucking crazy. That's just awesome.
This is it. This is it. And then so they have their camp. There's probably 18 freight containers over here. Many of them are like housing for like the people that are working, and they're serving food, and they got a big ass tower. Can you guys see that tower?
It's a little too bright.
There's like
I can see it now. I see it
over here.
Yeah, once the light dimmed away, you could see it. Now I can see it. Yep.
There's people sitting up there. And they climb that, and it's like a giant hammock that's fucking 60 fucking feet in the air, 70 feet in the air, towers, and people are climbing up that shit and just hanging out. And they serve like fucking 1,000+ people a day food, and they don't charge any money. You can't charge any money for anything out here other than ice. Pretty much it. You can charge for ice, and they have like ice stations, and you can buy some
What's
ice.
What's it cost to enter?
I think it's like $650 for a ticket to be here, but you better come prepared. You know what I mean? Like, there are some people that will like just show up and they'll just fucking walk in, and they won't bring shit, and they'll find places to sleep and eat and do the whole goddamn thing. But for the most part, it's like
bring your own shit.
Bring your own shit. And Allison, you guys know Allison. Both of you guys know Allison well enough that she like prepared literally every fucking possibility of everything. We have a fuckload of food and all of the shit and outfits and costumes and all the shit. It's pretty rad. We put some serious miles on these bikes. So there's art pieces out there on the playa, they call it, in the center of it all. And there is just shitloads of art pieces out there. And it's fucking beautiful, and it's something to experience. There's this fucking skull hanging from these giant chains. I mean, the links are probably 3-inch diameter pieces of link, right? Like, so imagine a link bigger than my whole fucking head. That's like 3-inch, and this fucking skull is like 1/2-inch laser cut steel stack fab skull, and it must weigh several hundred pounds, and it's fucking badass. And then there's like a shipwreck with a dragon, and that is I don't know, 40 yards diameter footprint of a space, and like people are climbing around this like fake shipwreck with a giant fucking dragon that, like, obviously the theme is that the dragon took that shit down. There's a temple, and I have to be careful, I'll start fucking sobbing, but this enormous temple that will burn on the last day of the event. And the temple has all of these memorials for everybody's friends.
Now you're good, dude.
We went out there and we made a little post about our friend Steve that passed away, and Allison's best friend, Kendall. And it's fucking beautiful. And the man is this giant thing and has these beautiful staircases, and you can go up, and it's fucking awesome out here. It's a really good time. Super happy to fucking be out here, and like the music and the sound systems, and I'm fucking dying to bring a fucking bass rig out here. I'm like, oh my God, these people would fucking die out here. If you had a fucking bass rig, you'd have a fucking mile long. Longer than any line anybody's ever had at fucking Slamology. I mean, there's
What about
70,000 people out here, and they would
Yeah,
go
hey.
fucking nuts to hear a bass rig.
It's hard to stop it. It's on a dry lake bed, right, Bobby?
Yes, yeah, it's the Black Rock Desert. You know where you know those pictures of Amanda in her sexy Amanda Rabbie and John's
In the
doing fucking
GTR?
donuts in the side by side and shit and all that stuff. This is where they took all those photos.
It's so like if it was this time of year, and I mean it's always this time of year, but if it's that kind of weather you have now, it'd probably be good because the grounds are solid and stuff. But if it was like last year and you brought a bass rig out there, it'd probably be a disaster.
Well, I mean, so here's the thing: is if it starts raining, you can't move your vehicles around. That's all. But the last year was the only year in like 30 years that they ever had an issue of that nature at all.
Okay. Yeah, it's super rare.
Now, there's some dust storms. So if you bring a bass rig out there, you're going to have some dusty fucking amps.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Unless, of course, you did something to prevent it. But, I mean, it's like I will literally drag the Soulgasm out here and be like, all right, I'll replace all your shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, dude, like for the majority of those people, you could go out there with probably just like 2 amps on the bass. So you don't need half, 80% of what's in there power wise. You could take out and go with that, and just sacrifice a couple things just in case.
Like a vehicle like your vehicle, Steve, the fucking Move Air. If you dragged out the Move Air and you literally ran it on 15,000 watts, like we ran it on 3 amps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You would give demos endlessly, like night and day, all day long. People would just be fucking like blown away. They'd hugs and high fives and fucking there'd be naked people standing there with their stuff flapping around in the turbulence, and you would be fucking blowing the minds of people. And
well,
love it.
Maybe we should try to plan something next year where a few of us that want to go that have bass rigs, like let's just take them out.
I would almost say that you should experience it as a regular event participator before you implemented your own art piece, because you have to understand the way the shit all works. But because it's different out here, right? You know, you can't be advertising, and you can't, you're not handing out cards, and you're not generating customers. You're just
there to have a good time.
You're just doing the fun shit, right? And it's really fucking cool, man. The energy, lots of fucking hugs and high fives and drinks and it's a good fucking time, man. I'm super happy to be here. I came here 20 years ago, and there was 35,000 people here 20 years ago. Now there's 70,000. It's double, and it's a little different. It's what I could say is different. People ask me all the time, what's different? And I go, well, I see a lot of like rangers and like authorities making sure everything is going smoothly. And for a lot of people, I feel like that's really good peace of mind of it's a safe environment. There's no real crazy shit going on. I mean, it's pretty goddamn wild. I mean, but at the same time, 20 years ago, it could have been really fucking wild out here, because I don't remember seeing any fucking authority figures of any kind. You could have been out here fucking somebody up, and there wouldn't have been anybody to do anything about it that wasn't, somebody else, right? But and there's and all these people on e-bikes hustling around, right? We didn't have those shits 20 years ago. Everybody was like pedaling, and nobody had lights, so nobody was on bikes in the middle of the night. Everybody was walking. Now you fucking step out on the playa and the whole fucking place is lit as a motherfucker, because you have to have shitload of lights on your bikes. So there is just fucking LEDs everywhere, and all the art pieces are fucking lit up. They got big ass generators running them and shit, and it's fucking cool. It's really cool. So, but yeah,
it sounds cool. I'm gonna be honest, man.
I mean, I'm having a really good time. I've had a decent amount of drinks. I ate some little mushroom gummies day before yesterday morning, and yeah, it was good. So
How long? So you're there till Saturday? You said that's when the.
my plan is Saturday. I think there's always a chance of wanting to stay another day. There's always a chance of wanting to leave a little early. It really depends on how we're feeling, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super glad you're having fun, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking rad. Yep. I pedal a lot of miles out on the playa, out on the middle where all the art pieces are. It's smooth as fucking glass, right? So you're just pedaling around on a bike, and it's like cozy. You're good. You sit your butt right on the seat. When you're going down the like roads where everybody's been walking and riding bikes, and where everybody pulled all their cars in, it's a pretty bumpy ride. So your fucking butt gets beat up a little bit by the seat of your bikes. So I got like tender cheeks going on a little bit here. So a lot of times we take off riding, and I'm just standing up. But yeah.
You have an e-bike?
We're on our rippers. There's Allie's by the purple rain. It's all purple. She got a shitload of purple lights on it. And then I'm on the mega quad or the monster quad. It's pretty gangster. I got a little bit of blue lights, but part of my lights failed, and Colt didn't have time to fix it for me before we left. So I just got a reasonable amount of blue lights. So yeah.
I like that.
But yeah, the fucking loving on, I'm sure it's pretty banging, right? Post these up.
Yeah.
These fucking kids are going to be ordering these things, huh?
They're on the website. Has anybody noticed it while you're out there? Said anything?
Yeah, somebody just posted. They were like, "This shirt Bobby's wearing is fucking dope," and I just put it on a little while ago, so I'm confident that. I used to wear this all the time when I was teaching yoga classes, and people would fucking be like, "Oh my god, I love it! It's amazing!" And I'd be like, "Yeah," and then I'd tell them the story, and their face would get all fucked up. And I was like, "My buddy owns a business called Shitting on Him."
They're like, he does what?
Like, yes, he shits on people, like figuratively, with loudspeakers. I don't know how to tell you this shit. But let's see if.
Let me see. Where is that
IQ,
shirt?
babe? Oh, she's like we. Let me see if I can find. We stopped by this place earlier and got iced coffee and whiskey. Like, places serve shit, right? Like, we are open from 3 until 6 every day, and we serve like vodka punch, and we have cookies and Starburst and Jolly Ranchers, and it's pretty chill. And there's air conditioning back here. But other places have different things that they serve. This place was serving iced coffee and whiskey, and they had little gnomes, and they had paint supplies, and you could paint the gnomes. And one of the gnomes, God damn it. I all I can do is tell you about it, and that's not nearly as cool. One of the gnomes was like a shit emoji gnome. And so I was like, oh, it's a fucking shitting on gnome. And so I fucking painted it brown, and I named it Hammy.
Oh,
it's a shitting on gnome. Yeah. There you go.
That's great.
I wish I had it. It'd be way more cool and or funny if I had the shitting on gnome. I'm going to turn you guys 90 degrees. And is that better for all of us? It is indeed. Better for me, for sure. Yep.
Trying to find.
Are we bringing Matt in here? Or what do we got? We got
no. So he said he would join when he could. It was the last set. We were just on the phone earlier, and I was thinking, damn, like he should be on here. Anyway, it was like a last second thing, so he might jump on after he gets done with whatever he's doing.
If anybody wants the shirt Bobby's wearing, I'm posting it in the comments there. I found it. So,
but for the people who haven't seen, this is what we did last weekend.
Oh, we should move over to YouTube too. So,
yes,
everybody watching, move over to YouTube. We're going to close that in 2 minutes.
So we got some custom
you were
speaker
showing
pods.
us that last week, Drew.
Yeah, well, we got the install done over the weekend. So this is put in the truck, and like the pillars are solid, very solid. All right, got a little amp done. Pulled the power and ground out for the bass amp because it's not going to be. He doesn't have a subs yet, so I was like, I'll just pull those out for now. And we're going to end up probably reconfiguring this a little bit, but it's good for temporary. And then boom, crossovers.
Hey.
Okay.
So
What's that all about?
3-way setup, no DSP.
Okay.
But I have an idea. So he has a Kenwood radio, it's probably an older one, 2016, 2017, but it was like $800 radio when it was new. So it has time delay, right? Which is that's cool. What they all do, but it can do front left focus, and you can delay the rear speakers independently. It's a bit of a pain, but you can do it. So I got to thinking, I'm like, well, wait a second, because right now it's a 4-channel running bridged on the front stage. I was like, I can break this apart, run the mid basses band passed on the amplifier, and the tweeter mid range using the crossover on channel 1 and 2. I'm like, I bet I could get it pretty damn good just by using the head unit to control timing. Using the rear channels to control the mid basses, the rears to control mid bass separately.
Those amps have a bandpass setting?
Yeah, I mean, I think almost besides like the easy power stuff, I think every modern 4-channel is coming with that ability for the most part, which is great. Better than nothing for sure, but it's great. So I'm going to try.
I did like that about the kicker amps, being able to do that when I was running a different setup. So
I'm going to run the front mid basses off the rear channels of the radio to get independent control of them, and I think it'll sound pretty good. He's super local, so I can at least try it and see what happens.
I mean, that head unit is pretty much a DSP on so many levels, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wet sock deletes back.
Uh-oh. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, so let's do this. So I'm going to close the Facebook. Everybody move to YouTube. I posted a link. It's in the comments. Click it. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She gone. Remove. Save changes.
Right. Every day. So I've started doing this. Started using timers a lot more, like to remind myself on military work, and like I set a timer for like noon. Say it's 10:30. Set a timer for noon. That reminds me to get up and go do something on the list that I have for the day. Like go get it done. Don't doesn't matter what you're doing work wise. Stop, get up and go. Because if I don't, I'll just sit there. I'll focus in and get nothing else done.
Besides work.
Yeah. Choke is just a Kenwood upper middle end non-Exelon, I think, radio from 2016. Nothing. So like
hey guys, did Choke Change send you pictures and videos of that thing that he built?
He did.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull up a pic. I'll pull it up real quick. So for those who weren't at shit. I broke it. For those who weren't at Slam, or you weren't there when he was there, you might have missed. Choke Chain showed up with his, because he's not from the U.S. I'm not sure where he's from, but so he couldn't bring a vehicle, but he showed up with his own stereo, and it's gotten bigger, way bigger.
Yeah,
so those are all wireless speakers that network together. It's pretty.
It's insane.
That is fucking sick, dude. It looks like fun. You could have that shit out here, and people be like, "That's fucking sick, dude." They would love it, man. They would love it.
Yeah. I think it's got to weigh a ton.
Blake, it automatically sends to both chats when you put it in the chat down that we have access to. It's from Hawaii. But yeah, no, it's killer. So like Damien said, bro, you would. So he works overnight. Like he's always up when I'm up, bro. You don't. I slept till like 10 today, so I wasn't up early by no means. But we're awake till 3 or 4 just because that's when, like, no matter what, throughout my life, I've always kind of leaned towards staying up late, into the night, rather than being up, crack of dawn or whatever.
Nice.
So I used to fight it. now that I don't have to. I don't. But like if I ever went and got a job for some reason, I would 100% be like, "Where's the third shift? Put me on third shift, coach."
Bobby, you just sold us 3 of those T-shirts, buddy.
Fucking rad.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love these shirts. I love this shirt. I wore it more often than any other shirt I wore when I was teaching yoga classes. I mean, I usually took it off about 10 or 15 minutes in because it was a hot yoga class and I'd be a sweaty ass motherfucker and I look really good with my shirt off. So I pull my shirt off pretty quick. But I do love this fucking shirt. Yep.
Heck yeah. Appreciate it. So
I mean,
speaking of car audio
like
stuff,
5 years now, right, Steve? You made this thing for me in 2019.
it was definitely before COVID. It was a long time ago for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Time just the last 5 years of like a blink of the eye.
There
I got
is
a couple car audio related things to talk
beautiful
about. I
woman
guess.
walking by the
What you
front
got?
of one of my space. She must be 6.5 feet tall. She was gorgeous. That was pretty awesome.
Oh.
You don't see him that tall, that hot. She was hot.
Some girl that just walked by.
Yeah, she was very pretty. She was beautiful. Yeah. You walk by right here and she was like tall as fuck. Like there was no way she was getting under this thing that shit. I almost took a fucking face plant. Okay, I am under this thing and I'm wearing cowboy boots and so I got an extra 1.5 inches taller and there was no fucking way she was getting under that thing. And she was very pretty. That was awesome.
I do need to make some stickers. That's a good idea.
We open at 3:00 tomorrow until 6, and we serve drinks, and we have snacks, and we have an air-conditioned sanctuary. Come back tomorrow and come and see us. It is so much fun. Thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. You guys have a great evening.
So what do you guys do now for the rest of the night, Bobby? Like, do you guys just hang out, chill in your camp?
We go and visit other people's places that are doing something similar, or we go visit the art pieces, or sometimes we just hang out together and drink and shoot the shit. Yeah. So when we get done here, when I jump off the show here in just a little bit, I'm gonna eat a little bit of food, and then we're gonna hop on our bicycles and ride off into the sunset and. I mean, and it's random. Like we're out in the middle of the playa, and there's like a guy making hot dogs, and they're fucking fire. And then you'll be riding around like through the camps, and somebody will be like us, like right here in our area, right here where we're at. Like 3 or 4 of us will be out in front, and people will be riding by on their bicycles, and we'll be like, "Hey, come in, come have a drink, cold drinks and snacks, and a air conditioned sanctuary." And people are like, "What?" And I'm like, "And beautiful people, come on in," and fucking come on in. You can enter through the rabbit hole door.
Dope.
People come in through this way.
Yeah, my guy's having the time of his life.
Theme. It's Wonderland is what our camp theme is. So, but
The
other
people
places
want to
will
see
be
your-
something similar to some degree, whether it's, if they have a whole theme and they're doing drinks and it's like a hangout spot, or sometimes they'll be, coffee and whiskey. And there's a place that is
Bobby, the people want to see your boots.
beignets. There's a BBB, and it's beignets, bourbon, and bacon. And you can go and you can eat a fucking freshly fucking cooked beignet and some freshly fucking cooked bacon and get a shot of bourbon.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna be honest, you living the life, big dog.
Dude, it's good out here. It's pretty fucking dope.
That's
y'all
awesome.
have to come with me. I'm telling you, man. Like people act like this is some really weird shit, and it's super duper is indeed in all the best ways possible. So, yeah.
I'm about it, dude. I love it.
People want to see your boots, Bobby.
The boots, they're a little dusty.
He's a boot scooting boogie.
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh, my playa name. Everybody has a playa name out here, and my playa name is Should Have Been a Cowboy. Hello. So that's my playa name. Is Should Have Been a Cowboy.
Should have been a cowboy.
That's my karaoke song. I sing it really good. I can actually belt that song out pretty decent. When I was in my 20s and I had a really strong voice, I could sing the fuck out of that song, and it was always pretty funny because I should have been a cowboy. But like my buddy who's here, his name's Jason, and his playa name is Cowboy, and he wears cowboy boots every day, all the time. But out here, you know what he wears? He wears flip-flops.
Oh.
He wears flip-flops out here all day. And I have been wearing these cowboy boots all fucking week because my feet don't get dusty. They're super comfortable and they just feel fucking good. I don't know if you guys have cowboy boots and all, but like they're incredibly comfortable and waterproof and dust resistant. And you can just put them on. You don't need socks. You just stick your fucking foot in the boot, unless you got some nasty ass feet. Like if you're like, oh, bro, my feet are beautiful and clean, and I don't have nasty ass toes, so I can just put my boots on and I'm good. But yeah. So strangely enough, my buddy, whose playa name is Cowboy, he doesn't wear his cowboy boots out here, and I should have been a cowboy, and I do wear my cowboy boots out here. And my homie that he wears flip flops, and I'm the flip flop fucking wearing motherfucker.
I love it, dude.
It's good. There's numerous beautiful people passing me right now. It's really fucking cool. You guys are missing out. Pretty awesome.
Sorry.
So,
we're just glad that you're having a good time, man.
We are. We're having a super good time. So, but I really want all these people to experience fucking base vehicles. I thought about, I was like, maybe I built a bike trailer. I don't know if you ever remember that a while back. I don't know, maybe a year ago now. I built a badass bike trailer for a guy, and I was like, man, if that thing was out here, it would fucking blow people's mind because it's fucking badass. But like I thought about maybe that and like maybe a base vehicle, or maybe, you know, I've talked a little bit about the unit. I want to do the unit out here. Where'd Steve go? Did we lose him?
Oh shit, maybe. Damn.
Did you boot him out of the chat? You just like, fuck this guy.
He's out.
Oh shit.
Get on. So you have to, dude, I'm so glad you're having a good time, man. That's great.
Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
So we're going to Canada next weekend for Jay Jones's show. There's Steve. Oh.
He's back.
Oh, my fucking internet. I don't get it. Why my internet does this.
You need to get a Starlink.
For real, right?
Dude, I have Starlink and it's fucking banging. Like, I'm probably going to cancel my internet service at home and just put this fucking shit on my house.
Dude, I'm so irritated with my internet provider. So I have gigabit down, but 40 megs up. I'm like, oh, that's trash. Whatever, I'll wait for fiber. So then now I have a faster plan available. 2 gigs down, 40
Starlink.
up.
1, 2, 3, Starlink. Dude, this is what I did. I plugged in the Starlink and I threw it onto the roof of my van and I closed the fucking door. That's what I did.
No, I've considered doing Starlink down here. The upload isn't any better, which is kind of my struggle. Upload slow, but it is what it is. Not gonna.
You guys see that corner of my van right there?
Yeah.
You can kind of see the Starlink creeping off the corner right next to my fucking eyeball.
I see. The lump.
Yeah, it's just up there. It's this little flat plate. It's the mini. It's the little one. It seems to be working extremely well. And like I was on the other side of that big steel structure with fucking subwoofers and a fucking generator and the whole shit, and I still had signal pretty well.
How much does that cost?
I don't know. What did the unit cost for Starlink? How much did the Starlink gizmo cost? It was $600 for the gizmo, and we pay $99 a month. $50 a month. $50 a month. That ain't shit.
No, my internet here is like 100,
150,
160.
What speed's it supposed to give you? You know?
I have no fucking idea.
It depends. So like here, if you look on their website, it gives you a range. Here is like 150, 200 down and 25 to 30 up.
Okay.
Which is great.
It's not
quite, for satellites.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
No, but So one of my problems is that my upload is pretty saturated because I currently use all Nest cameras that upload to the cloud. I might be fixing that soon. I might go ahead and man up and do a home-based system.
Okay.
But no,
I thought about doing that too. I thought about doing that too, doing like a closed circuit camera system and stuff instead of having the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
it works so good. I was checking out the cameras at the shop. Like we're like looking, fucking CNC's running. Colt and Gary are fucking welding the roof of the fucking Soulgasm, the Guillotine, and the Banging on Wheels trucks, and they had a fucking stack of boxes built like a motherfucker. I'm like, motherfuckers look good. The guys are doing great at the shop. I'm super stoked. Talk to the guys once every day. Allie did fucking payroll and some other shit real quick this morning. Like, we're doing all right. It's fucking pretty awesome. And the internet's good enough to function realistically. You know, I answered some questions on Facebook and it's working out pretty well. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I got a meeting Tuesday with the guys at Avi. I'm going out there to Laughlin to check out the whole resort. So I'll probably go live when I do a little walk around by myself just to kind of get some feedback from everybody on what area they think would be best. I mean, it's been a while since I've been there. I've got an idea, but we'll see what the whole place looks like. So that should be fun.
Oh, yeah.
That's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah. And I got a whole shit ton of stuff to do to explore.
I feel that. I feel that in my soul.
Yeah. I got a lot of figuring out to do. But
I may have to.
I want to add 3 more amps to the Soulgasm. I want to run 9 amps at 0.66 ohms to the 12 subs. That's what I want to do.
How would you do that?
You should do it.
It'd be three coils on each amp. Right now we have 4 coils on each amp. We're at a half ohm.
You're gonna run strapped. You're gonna run like actually separate.
Probably just separate. It seems like it makes the most sense. Yes, actually, I have to do that. I mean, I could do some creative wiring, but it's more of a pain in the ass to strap them. So there's no sense.
3 coils per amp. So 1 sub and half a sub?
Yep.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Forbidden Fantasy show they just had.
Yeah. Just swap them out to the Gately 10Ks, bro. Shit.
They're coming. They're in production.
Yep.
It's happening. We also got a whole bunch of badass subs coming too. And then beyond that, even more super badass subs too. I fucking designed some really gangster ass shit. We're gonna doing some tests real soon.
Oh yeah.
Not with that attitude, you can't.
I'm gonna be recoding all of my subs.
Really good point.
Treating all the cones too.
I want to know where they're breaking, because like that really matters. Is it like if
I can show you? You want to see?
Yeah. Let's see.
Let's see it right now. We're all going to think about it and get smarter.
No, I mean it is what I mean. Failures happen. You got look at Steven, man. He went through how many NSV3 recones, dude. He must have like shrank the global supply of those coils like by a noticeable percentage.
Let me get the flashlight on.
No, and I mean I think it's a good thing to show. Like, you know, Kicker might be like, oh, you know, we don't want to show that. Be like, no, you're showing that because they want information every time something breaks. You're like, hey,
like
what happened?
500 watts on each sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is I've got well over double RMS and I'm running in a very small sealed box.
And you have that problem that we talked about. Is you have an extreme vehicle. You can't hear if something. That's why Steven had so many problems. That's why anyone with extreme vehicle has problems.
He didn't even know he had a sub out of polarity for like a fucking year and a half.
Dude, no, Steven, I know.
That's how loud that motherfucker was. There's that video that goes around of me in the doorway of Steven's van, and it obliterates my straw hat and beats the shit out of my face. I had like a half a dozen cuts on my face from that straw hat beating the fuck out of me. And that thing was on 11 subs with one of them out of polarity, or 12 subs, one out of polarity. Like, You don't know it's fucked up when you're doing it 170 anyway. The guillotine.
And then you're out. You're not in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, I
the
think part of it too is like being in a steel.
500 watts a sub.
So being in a steel enclosure actually helps. So nothing gives except for.
Well, I mean, that's how it's supposed to be.
Right, but I mean, you got a lot of boxes. They're going to have some give to them.
Yeah.
A lot of them flex. Like I probably have as little flex as possible, given that everything's steel and foam backed and everything else. But so this one is the one that I destroyed in the front of the box. But they're breaking at the corners. So like, let me see. Can you see the cracks? I don't know if you guys can see them or not. Yeah.
And I'm be honest.
You probably can't see it, but
I
basically,
saw how much they were moving. I saw how much they were moving when we were just messing with it first day of Slam. Dude, I bet you got them things absolutely just stroking.
Can you see those cracks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if is that one broken already? Or is that one not broken?
This one's not broken yet.
Yeah, but soon. Steve. I could epoxy carbon fiber to the backside of those cones.
Well, so Dan from Dan Cantrell, that used to work at Phi.
Yeah.
He sent me the stuff that they use, and so when I get my recones, we're going to treat them all.
There you go.
We're not going to do carbon fiber. It's just it's a resin epoxy that's used to like rejuvenate rotten wood. So it soaks.
Send me all the information on that. That seems really interesting.
Yeah, I guess it soaks through the paper and bonds all the fibers together. So he said it would help a lot.
That shit. I need to know.
Gilbert, you can do 0.5 ohm, 18 ohm, 4.5 ohm, or 2 ohm.
Yeah, I'll send you a link to it. But yeah,
4 dual 3s.
Yeah,
Drew. Dual 3s.
4. You're right. I did 3 dual 3s. 0.38.
Your brain wants it to be 3 dual 3s, but yeah.
Nah, bro. Kicker wiring out.
ohms, 0.375 ohms, or 1.5 ohms.
Yep. So
the reason why I know this is I manufacture dual 3 ohm subwoofers in many different sizes. You guys know that? Mm-mm. Because you know what I really love is when somebody takes 2 of my dual 3 ohm Alpha version 212s and runs them to like a fucking 5K and gets like 5,500 watts out of it.
That's how he would have to wire it. That's what you're showing.
I mean,
hey Gilbert, send me a message on one of my pages. I'll send this to you.
Yeah,
that's wild. Yeah,
dual 3s are awesome. If you run a pair of them, you can have 0.75 ohms, and almost any good, half bridge amplifier will make really excellent power at 0.75 ohms. Even the Chinese manufactured ones, right? So,
Gilbert, this is the Kicker U app on it's on the marketplace, dude. It's a really good app for stuff like that. I use it for the wiring wizard, the tone generator. Yeah, dude, it's got all kind of stuff.
Very good.
You have dual 3s, Bobby? You can get dual 3s?
Yes, sir. Shit. We sure do.
That seems very rare.
We make them in the Alpha.
JL does 3 ohm, but I don't know if they do dual 3.
What?
I said JL does 3 ohm, but I don't know if they do dual 3.
They're W3s or dual 3s.
Gotcha. Yeah, so Matt said he'd be on in 10 minutes. He said that 3 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago. 3.
I am going to jump off here shortly because I'm starving like I'm going to die. I need to eat some food, and I'm going to go party with my friends. But you guys are fucking awesome. I fucking love you guys. I hope all of you, and when I say all of you, I mean everybody watching and watches will come out here and hang out with us and have a good time. And I want to drag some fucking bass vehicles and some bass nerds out here. And yeah, I think it'd be exciting.
We'll call it Bass Camp.
Bass Camp.
It'll be the Bass Camp.
That is a good fucking idea. And we fucking go way the fuck out in the middle of the fucking fly.
Good name.
Walk out there like people will.
Put on words.
The beat slamming, and they'll just be fucking walking out there like, what in the fuck is out here doing that shit? And they'll show up. We'll have a crowd, people dancing, being wild. Somebody will touch their balls on your bass rig though. I just want you.
Not again. Wait, what?
They might get a splinter or two.
There'll be naked people getting demos for sure.
So, hey, Bobby, you hop off. You go have fun, man. We got this.
Okay. All right, kids. I love you guys.
Love you.
Go fix your fucking engine,
bro.
boys. Get your shit ready for next year. It's your homework assignment is start preparing. You're going to come to Burning Man next year. We're going to have a good time.
Yes, sir. Later, dude.
Later, guys.
I'm going to build a trailer.
Dude, he's having a blast.
Honestly, so if you could get like an enclosed trailer, if you're going to take a demo rig out there, get an enclosed trailer, have it all ready to go. So when you pull your car out, that's your like camp, have a bed and all that shit in there. And then if the weather gets shitty, you can just pull your shit back in there and you'll be all right. I don't know. I'd worry about the dust though, because that dry lake bed, that sand is so fine that it's going to get in everything. So I don't know. It seems sketch. It might be fun to just like take a couple of shitty cars out there with base in them.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. Like, bring something shitty. I'm going to type this one message, and I have an idea about the trailer.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, me and Jeff Schneider from Dayton now, BNC, have talked about doing an enclosed trailer, like a stunt, like you're talking about, like a stunt trailer. Yeah. We've talked about doing like a little one before.
For all of it on the inside?
That like holds open.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, for like to battle stunt walls, basically.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
that
what
thing
we're watching
you were showing there was wild. That's legit like $250,000.
Oh, easy
setup.
Easy.
Like,
so what we're watching is so I have been using webcams in my shop to record like the clamp meters and stuff while I do testing. I have them currently set up just watching the shop. That's all it is.
Nice.
I want to see if it would work.
What's your printer making over there?
Let me pull it up. We'll see. I'm not sure what display this is going to capture.
Do you just have it like running on a list of things to do and you don't know what it's doing?
I just don't remember.
Oh.
Let me grab this display. Display capture, other screen. That'll work. So normally, I have a dual monitor set up in there. After this last install this weekend, man, I'm tired of not having any space in there. Even though I have that storage unit that I'm supposed to like bring stuff to, but I sure don't do it half the time. Let's see. This weekend has been this week. One of my notes has been every day bring something to a storage unit, and me and Brandy brought a lot today, so that was nice. Let's see, play, bitch. I can actually live stream footage from this apparently, but I don't know how to do that.
Some sort of honeycomb pattern.
Yep, it looks like it's not printing that great either for some reason. This printer's been kind of acting weird. I think I may need to clean the gears in it. Yeah, it's not printing. I'm gonna stop that.
That sucks.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I did like a full service cleaning on them on all three the last couple of days, but I didn't pull that one apart and clean the gears and stuff. I need to do it. See, this one's printing nice.
So, touching on a little bit of the drama we talked about last week, I know there wasn't nearly as much this week, but there has been like some.
Oh, I haven't kept up with it at all this
There's
week.
Been like some undertoned posts from both sides.
Well, I mean, that's normal.
But it seems like there's definitely starting to be a rift on like the big boy side of the industry, if you want, like way more than there was before. I mean, like on the SPL side, I should say. Not that there wasn't before. There was always a competitive East Coast, West Coast, but now it just seems like there's a group of guys that are definitely intent on going after another group of guys, so on. We'll see how this all plays out.
I don't know. It's just
we may see some really loud scores, that's for sure. That's all I'm talking about.
I mean, the West Coast got a lot of catching up to do,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying nothing. RP is obviously
Is he even? He's kind of like north.
I don't know.
The East Coast has just always been loud. Like,
he's in Indiana, right? So that's
like the Carolina guys have always been loud, right?
Yeah. I mean, obviously you got Carlos and you got people like Greg, but Greg doesn't really compete outside of local shows because this thing weighs a gazillion pounds. Not going to drive it or tow it places. I think
it's
he would
a daily,
tow it,
bro.
Yeah, the daily to drive around town, not to drive out of town. Well, although it has made some out of town shows. So
These things.
Is that the only
So
beef?
yeah, so I ordered. I showed those little ones last week. Let me send these pictures to myself real quick, and I'll show them on screen. So I showed those little ones last week. These were already on the way; they just hadn't made it here yet. Wait a second. Picture, video, send, and drive, and select send. Okay, that'll do it in a second. Drew, did you pick out some shells up? So the plan has always been TW3s to start with, and I had one. The second one actually showed up at the local shop yesterday, 2 days ago, but I haven't got a chance to even. The stereo in the truck is still not put back in it, so I mean, I have a feeling it might be a little bit more. If I need to not keep finding more stuff to do, basically. That is what it is. So these things are itty. I mean, they're just freaking rail thin. So like they're wide this direction. Oh, you might be froze.
I get it.
Okay.
So, fucking internet.
Then they can all see it. So it's like 1.6, 1.8 millimeters this direction, and that's the side the light shines from. This weighs like 7.5 millimeters, so real little. And let me turn this light off right next to me.
Now, if you were to compare it to just these string figures off Amazon, like the color ones, bright or they're not as bright, right?
Oh, they're just as bright. It's just focused. Like there's only so much light area it can come out of. Hey Google, turn off the bedroom lights.
Oh yeah.
Now they're not super they're very bendy in one direction. Like they can two of them, and they can do all kind of cool stuff. I like this direction. Ooh,
Yeah, now that I got my shit all apart, I'm probably gonna redo all the LEDs.
Where's something Apple credit card for scale? Like they're not that they're not that far apart. Let me see. Turn the light back on now. Lights. Let me see this stuff uploaded. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, one photo did. That is a horrible photo. Who took this? Oh, I did. What? So did anyone have any questions about anything? Anything going on? Can you post asking on the LEDs? Yeah. So they're going to come out of China. That's just kind of how it is. They're not going to be super fast. That's okay. Oh, that is not them. But
they come out of China. You can't buy those on Amazon. Huh? Where you get them from? AliExpress or
super bright LEDs. Super lighting LEDs. Sorry, it's different.
Okay.
Yeah, they're probably all the same company in the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How long did it take to get them? Like 2 weeks?
Yeah, like 2 weeks. Well, a week and a half maybe. So whenever I showed the videos of the other ones, and then like these came in a little bit later, I'd already ordered these. I was just waiting. There you go. Link is posting. So I actually, and there's the photo in particular that I want to show that I'm waiting to upload. It doesn't look like it makes sense. No, not for me. I'm good.
There's one coming up September 15th. There's a dual org that I'm trying to make. If I could get cones in time, I'm going to go. If not, then I'll still go, but with no rig, which will suck. But
Dude, I have the most fun at shows with no vehicle.
I don't. I like to play. So, skib versus Yin Long. It depends on which skib, 2.9s or the 10s. There's one dude I got a demo at Surf City at the 10s, had a 70 amp hour bank of the 10s on 2 DC 9Ks, I believe, at half ohm. And this thing, voltage didn't move a tenth. It was so rock solid. I was really impressed. I'm running the 2.9s. I think they have more burst potential, but obviously not as much capacity as the 10 amp hours. The Yinlongs, I mean, they have a ton of capacity, so it's hard to beat them that way.
That's my go-to.
Yeah, so like if you want to run car off or you have room, I'd say just go with the Yinlongs or the 10 amp hour skibs. I don't know. They're both really good.
I actually just replied to your email about that. Oh, Texas Finals is coming up. Yeah, I asked about it. I'm doing a design for them. Texas SQ Finals. And then Unified in Ohio in October. Ohio. I will be in Phoenix 10th to the 13th of October.
Maybe cool, dude, if all the orgs got together, right?
And actually had it in the same spot.
Well, they did like a car audio championships, and then like the champion of each class or whatever, like actually went up against the other one from another org, and we could do some sort of format where it's like the winner of each class from each org will go against each other to do like one.
That'd be cool.
Champion type thing.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think the winner of every class, except for maybe some. Actually, no, the winner of every class would be a drag competitor, most likely. Those guys just something. They just don't play, bro.
Yeah.
Especially like because they do all that work for their vehicle to be loud or legal, and and they give up like the ability. Most of those vehicles don't sound good, but they're loud, and then they open the door and get loud as shit.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's true.
For sure.
And it's. I guess that's not as common in SPL because like they're like in USAC, you can do was it 1.5 by 1/4 inch strip of steel across the windshield, right across the top of the windshield, and then in everything else you can't. Oh, you can do it and stay in normal modified classes. You can't do that in like drag or IAS or anything else. So you can, if you're taking competition seriously in SPL, you can easily make it so you can't do other orgs.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, when you take it seriously, you're usually building for one org, one class, and
it's because you have to focus on it. That's one thing about SPL I like is it is a numbers. It is a objective. Whatever. It is there is numbers. It's not an opinion. It is here is a number. Here's a score. Here's a this. So you can easily make big improvements, make small improvements a lot. And you know it's working. I can go to the truck and make a change in my tweeters and fuck it up, but it sounds right to me.
Yep.
Haven't touched it since pulled the sunroof out because it's going to go to the steel shop. It was supposed to go in probably 2 or 3 weeks, or probably a week or two now. That's probably going to get pushed back a couple of weeks. So we're going to Canada for Jay's show. And we were going to be flying back to Vegas with Price, but things are changing, and it looks like we might be going to Bermuda for a day or two, and that's not cheap. But it's one of those things. It's like we're bringing the kids. It's like, oh man, especially our family vacation. It sounds like a vacation to go to Bermuda. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. What alts do you run, Steve, and what's your user voltage?
I've got 2 CES. They're like 400 somethings. They were built by JP, Jonathan Patrick, before he left. So they're basically brand X alts. Yeah. And I run 15. I'm using one of his regulators. think I have it maxed out on the LTO setting. It's like 15. No, not 15.8's the max of that. I have a little below that, 15.6. Mainly because the JL amp doesn't want
it'd be
to be
I.
on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need
But
to
honestly-
figure out. I need to tinker with building a little, whatever volt to 12-volt converter setup for our amps.
I just need to run everything off the 12-volt side and then have the battery just for the base. And then I can run that higher voltage. Not that I need to. I don't need to do it because I'm pretty much running too much power as it is already.
Yeah,
I
you
need
probably
to.
need to turn that bad boy down a little bit, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be doing like 5K plus all the time. So,
but it can.
I know that's the hard part. It's like I want it to be that loud and stay together. So how do we make this happen?
So Blake, no, Matt. So Blake, part of what was one thing I was going to talk about. So I showed the video of the shop. One reason I brought that up was, hold on, I got photos. Don't go anywhere. Was that, and I mentioned the shop's been a disaster, and I'm very upset. It stresses me out to work in it currently, but I'm aggressively fixing it this week. So this looks messy because it is messy, but it is already. This is an old photo. No, it's not. This is current. So things are clearing out quickly because I'm moving stuff to the storage unit. Come on, back up. Got rid of all the wire. I'm making room for stuff, cleaning things out, filling this thing up, which is shit. But one day, right there it is. One day.
What is that? SDDN?
SDDN. Yeah.
Nice.
So I should be able to have some proper testing. At least I have them playing for this weekend.
What? How many subs do you think? How many cones do you think Duncan went through in the last 3 years?
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Not like
When I
it's
told-
not even assuming it's 100. Like I know it's
when I told Jeremy, I was like, I bet Duncan's gone through 200 cones, and I was like, I know Corbin's probably gone through.
It's just as many.
Roughly that. It's like it's just part of the game at this level. It's like, well, we didn't expect to, this. I'm like, well, fuck. I was like, well, I did. I expected the blow.
It's working. Oh, I did too. So the LEDs on the right are your normal LEDs, right? That you've all seen, and that's that small strip I had last week.
You got a smaller one?
This is the new one next. That's the same little strip from the first photo.
Yeah, that's like for your in-car, like in dash, like that shit's dope.
Dude, they're tiny. And I have some videos and pictures that are still uploading. My internet is being booty. I should probably turn off this other stream, like if I was smart. And goodbye, Drew Shop Cam. You won't be missed. So now let's see if my internet wants to act right. So what's up, Matt?
What did I miss?
Bobby was at Burningman. He had his shirt off at first.
Yeah, gave us the tour of Burningman. Showed us this really cool audio stage DJ rig thing that just had a ton of horns on it, and he said it sounded amazing from 1,000 feet away or whatever. Yep. Literally just a concert on a trailer. Looked dope.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, first when he was gonna shoot before he panned the camera, not at all what I was thinking. I thought it was just gonna be a truck or something with the bed, something. But then when he posted, I was like, "Holy shit, dude! Thing's humongous." I mean, it's like a full on stage.
Yeah, no, it looked pretty crazy.
That festival looks fun, man. It looks like a good time. I mean, I know he didn't really clarify if it was 600 a person or 600 for a vehicle.
I think it's 600 a person.
It's got to be, right? Because it's like a week.
Because it's not a car thing. It's like people walk there. You know what I mean? It's a people thing.
Yeah. Looks dope. So what you been up to, Matt?
Yeah. Between work and home, it's been just busy, So we got a house not too long ago. So it's been constant projects after project. Every time I want to work on the car, I run out of time because I end up working on something else that I was not anticipating working on. Like the one day I walked by the air compressor and I'm like, I really need to work on that.
You see, you did that to yourself.
Spent a couple hours fixing up the air compressor, and it's like, I'm always doing yard work and everything else. So it's been a lot of that lately. But outside of that, car stuff, slowly working on my sound quality system in the Tesla, making some improvements. There's a show that I think I'm probably going to meet Drew and Jeffrey at up in not too distant future, sometime February or something.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
And so, I'm trying to get some stuff ready for that, get the car, better than it is now.
It's pretty good, though, man. When I heard it was pretty good.
Which Tesla do you have, Matt? I forgot.
It's a Model Y.
Okay.
I may actually have a photo of like his car looks. His car is really good. Let me see if I think I have a photo from our Airbnb stay for Access Power Show.
So Matt, is there any rumors going around JL of coming back to the SPL game or staying out?
Not that I've specifically heard, but I mean that doesn't mean it's out of the question.
That would be so cool. So you guys come back. Shit. I used to run. That's what I used to run, man. W3s so long ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see it happening, but it'd be kind of cool.
It would be. I remember in high school flipping that picture and loudest vehicle in the world, 173.3 or whatever, W3s or some shit like that. Oh, that's what I'm buying.
What was Access Power? It was like end of July.
Used to just stare at the motors. A nerd.
Dude, I do that now. What you mean?
I know, but you're first get it when you're 15 years old. You're like, look at this thing.
So I'm like that right now. Well, you should have seen me when I got my SDD in. What was at the table, just like.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I think the next event that I'll be with Drew at is probably going to be the Mac certification event in October. I think that's the next kind of big thing that I'll have going on. Outside of that, not sure. I mean, it's not like we're not doing anything. It's constant. Every day we're working on stuff, getting ready for trainings and stuff like that. So there's a lot going on. That's for sure.
Always a lot going on, especially when you're as awesome as Matt. I mean, I guess we could talk about what show that is.
What show is it?
The one he's talking about.
Yeah.
Is that
Florida Audio Expo?
Is that Damien?
Yeah, that's Damien.
I thought so.
So after 30 minutes, we delete. We turn off the Facebook streaming. Bobby had someone tell him that we should do that. No, I don't care. So, all right, whatever. Let's see. Share screen window. Which is it? Oh, never mind. I broke it. There it is. It's back. Back again. Look at that blurry photo.
Yeah, it's all right. It can use some wheels and some other things.
Duncan.
Isn't the Y? That's the one that Irby used to have, right? He had a Y, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually talked to Irby about that when we got a tour kicker. That was really cool, and we chatted a little bit.
Yeah. That's the first Tesla I've ever. It was maybe the first and only Tesla I've been in. No, first one. I've been in another one.
I don't think Irby ever did anything in his car though.
No, it was. He was pretty happy with the way the stereo sounded. So I think that's what he told me. He just left.
Dude, they sent from factory. They're not bad.
It's one of the better factory systems that I think I've experienced.
I'll tell you what, guys. I got I almost entered it, and I should have at Surf. I rented a 2024 Silverado, and it had the upgraded 10 speaker system in it or whatever. It sounded unbelievable.
Bro, you're laughing, but
it's like, what the fuck?
Damien, you don't know who I'm talking about, but there's a guy in Texas. Jeffrey calls him Human Google. He entered the SQ competition with a stock stereo, faded 2 clicks to the right, and told judges there was a sub in the trunk. And I think he won his class.
I was floored.
Now, he wasn't competing at some like big level event.
Yeah. I said I was floored by how good it sounded. Like there's been no reason to ever change this stereo in here. Not for the normal person or even anybody like me. Like I don't know how much better it could get. It could have more depth or whatever, a little more bass, but fuck, I don't know.
So like the Escalade with the 24 speaker system in it apparently is just astounding, and it's factory.
They did upgrade it though. There was upgrades available. It's just that there's a certain point where to break that barrier and get it to sound better, it costs X amount of money. And
that X amount becomes very tall very fast.
That's the thing. It's like you have to justify what will become actually a higher performance than what was there from the factory, and determine what that costs.
What does it cost?
Depends on the car. If you're talking about a Civic, it's pretty low number. You can upgrade those pretty easily and get much.
Damn, this man just said Civic systems are shit.
As someone who's owned Civics in my life, yeah, they're not very good.
They're not awesome.
The factory sound systems in Civics are usually not great, which is why they're often upgraded, pretty quickly, pretty early on.
And it is what it is.
Yeah.
Upload. Let's try this again. I just
have you guys heard that 24 speaker system in the Expedition? You heard it? Have you heard that?
I've not heard it yet. Matt may have heard it. I have not heard it.
I have not heard it. No, the only person I know who's heard it was Jeffrey.
Yeah, no, because they were tuning it.
Matt, do you guys do any like contracts with any of these car manufacturers, stereo upgrade stuff or anything like that, like Harman Kardon, Bose, or blah blah blah?
I mean, Garmin does have an OEM automotive division, but I'm not too sure what that encompasses. So
I'm actually kind of surprised. I feel like it's something that would definitely be a selling point to have like a upgrade, because obviously most high-end cars, you can upgrade the stereo or the speaker setup. It'd be cool to have a JL option in there. That'd be dope.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's something you'd see in the future. I don't think so.
What do you mean? You don't know everything?
No, I doubt it.
Just to be clear, Steve, how was the Raiders game?
It was really good, actually. That it ended in a tie, which kind of sucks because it's preseason. They stop at a tie, but it was exciting, and they scored points. It wasn't a boring defensive game, so it was good. My seats were freaking awesome. So the only thing that's downfall about the Raiders being in Vegas is that every team that comes to play us, it turns into like a home game for them. It's like if you're going to travel, if you're an NFL person that travels, and you're going to pick an away game to go to,
it's going to be.
Are you going to go to Vegas? Or are you going to go to like Minnesota? I mean, where are you going to go?
What is that, Minnesota?
I mean, dude, like it was 75% 49er fans, which was
Jesus.
Whatever. But
I mean, it is what it is, right?
It was fun. Our stadium's brand new, so it's really high tech and it's cool. It's a cool spot. It's expensive. But if I don't get free tickets, I don't go to games there. It is the most expensive ticket in the NFL.
Is it?
And then everything inside of it, yeah. And and everything. Like the cheapest ticket to the nosebleed's like $150. So
Jesus.
Yeah, anything decent's $400 or $500 a ticket.
See, I don't gotta worry about that with my Saints.
Almost nowhere has to worry about that except for this stupid place, but it's Vegas, so it is what it is.
It's Vegas, baby.
Yeah. They can charge whatever they want. People on vacation here, and there's like, something about Vegas, man. You just come here and your budget doubles no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what you planned.
Yeah.
Double it.
Pretty.
Oh, let me save this. Let me save this. Refresh.
What would it take to bring the showdown to the parking lot there at Raider Stadium?
Money.
Yeah, just lots and lots of money. And
Oodles of cash.
Honestly, let me see. Is there a hotel near? There's too much other stuff around there that it would never happen. We'd be shut down in first.
The moment you turned it on.
Yeah, that's one thing like other places have over Vegas is where we do these other audio shows, is they're mainly in the middle of nowhere, or the place that they choose is kind of in the middle of nowhere, which is usually 20 minutes outside of some big town. We don't have that out here. So we're screwed.
There's a video I posted in my story yesterday. People were loving it. Like apparently these are the LEDs that come in trim lighting kits or something that are online for expensive as hell. And these were not expensive. Granted, you had to know like what controller to get and all that, but that's simple enough to figure out, I think. Like the trim kits are in the hundreds of dollars for a couple pieces of this. It is kind of hard to deal with though, so there's that.
Yeah.
So this amplifier is sitting flat on my computer, like flat. That is the LED strip shoved under it. I say shoved, just like barely pressed under it.
Yeah, I can order some of those.
Dude, they're itty bitty. You put them anywhere.
But they come in one constant string, right? You can't like.
You can cut it. No, you can solder it.
With a micro soldering.
Yeah.
You got to get good. You got to get real. So actually, they're not that little. So they're probably as wide as the other ones that I showed you last week. Let me pull this photo back up.
Does it have double-sided tape on it or
no?
Okay.
So they're as wide as the ones on the left, which would suck to solder, but you could. They're just turned sideways in this case. And you're seeing the side emission of the whatever it's wrapped in. And this is black vinyl covering the side of it. But no tape or anything. They're designed for like pressure fit and stuff like that, which actually I can show you an example of that. Last night I did a quick, I took measurements of it with the calipers. Did a quick little render and then printed a little test piece to try to see what I could shove it into, basically. And it's the area small that it can fit in. 1 second. I should have prepared all this ahead of time, but why would I do that? Yeah, no, we can put these all over your truck.
Everywhere. You should put them, if your tread's thick enough on your tires, you can put them in your tires and they won't hit the ground. It'd be pretty crazy.
One thing I've thought about doing, and I've had this idea a couple times, since I designed all these enclosures. I know how big everyone's enclosure is, right? I know everything about it. And I know a lot about LEDs. I could just sell LED kits specific for your enclosure. You don't got to pay for you don't pay for any extra, none of that. You
can have it as an option. People want LED lighting with it, and how much LED do you want? All that stuff. For sure, you could do that.
Yep. Now, I've thought about it. I had someone else mention. I was like, there you go. I was like, all right, someone else had thought of it too. So,
which store did you go to? Dude, I went to the Vegas store they were supposed to be at, and they didn't have them out yet. I was like, what the fuck? Get them out. How are you supposed to sell the shit if they're in a box in the back?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Present. Share screen. Window. Boom. All right, so this is just a little bitty piece, right? Hand for side for scale. They're in there. Pressure fit.
Where do you buy that track from? From the same place?
No, I printed that.
Oh, okay.
That's let me now find a picture of it lit up real quick. I might not have sent that photo, but I do have a video. A vidya. That's not it. This might be it. Okay. Okay. Here it is. Present. Present. Share. High quality video here. All right.
Is it lit up?
No, it didn't. The video didn't work for some fucking reason. Oh, I love technology.
Well, shit. I gotta go finish up this pot roast, boys.
Pot roast.
Pot roast.
Should be ready. It's been in there forever. Here, go take it out.
Here we go. Maybe it'll work. There it is.
Oh yeah.
You can't even see it at first, and then boom.
That shit's dope.
Yep. I enjoy taking on this little stuff. It's a fun little hobby that makes things look better. Not expensive. I mean, it's like $30. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Jones bumped into you at Surf. You didn't bump into me at Surf.
Probably me, maybe. I don't know. Bobby. I had a couple people come up to me thinking I was Bobby. I was like, no, that's not me.
Now, it might have been Philip Lejestrand, or however his name is pronounced. I say Lejestrand because this is Louisiana.
Yeah, you guys are
all big, large fellers
with beards.
Yeah. But yeah, the show we had. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, you bummed. Okay. I think I got what you're saying. So the show me and Matt were talking about earlier is the Florida Audio Expo. It's like a home. It's generally been a home audio event, I guess. And they're allowing 26 high level competitors to go compete in SQ, and then gonna do I'm not gonna do a booth, but I do believe Jeffrey is. So we're gonna put our vehicles in there and go show them some sound quality stuff. Go show them some car sound quality stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I'm gonna bid y'all adieu. Have a good rest of the show. Answer some questions.
Oh yeah, for sure. We will
have some fun.
Talk about Aggie not coming up, but Aggie Land. My boy Patrick's going to be competing. This is my first SQ event ever, just like I did. Competed Aggie.
Nice. Hell yeah. All right, boys. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Later. But so I reached out to Clifton over the weekend. We were working on that truck. I was like, hey, are there any spots left for Aggie? And I really didn't think there would be. He's like, actually, one just opened up. I was like, oh. So for those who don't know, Aggieland is the SQ competition that happens every year at Mobile Toys in Texas, and it's normally been pretty invitational only, but they've been kind of lax about it the last couple of years. Ended up we had like 45, 46 competitors this year, which is a lot. So this year coming up, they're like, look, nope, the number's a number. That's it. So that ought to make judging a little, let's say, faster. It was great. It was really fast, but Aggieland is like the SQ event.
It is definitely one of them.
Who want to come on live? You should, dude. You can't get me. Got my invite. That's right. That's right. Like even being, I may not have done that great at Aggie last year, but in money round, I think I did great in normal class, normal organization competition. I did pretty good. It has not Drew from Jones Subwoofer Solutions. No, the truck did pretty good for literally a tune that we did the night before again. It did pretty good.
Yeah, you like doing that, don't you, Drew?
Nope, I'm not doing it again.
You the last time you had just put your pillars in, literally in days coming up to the.
And that happened again because I was ahead of schedule this time until I tuned it. I was like, all right. And then I get in and listen to it and go, oh no. I knew it was bad immediately. How is the switch from SQL from SPL? I still have I still have the truck. It's not playing, but I'm still building a Tahoe 6 SDDNs, 12 4Ks. That's still happening. It's just happening with a lot more SQ, stuff in it. Kind of like this thing. You're gonna end up with a pair of these amplifiers in it to control. Each one's gonna control a pillar. So you're gonna have independent speaker control in a vehicle with 30 speakers. Are we still playing with Trey? Dude, I've been playing with Trey for forever. That dude is such. I know what upset him. I told him it was easily forgettable. That's what did it. That's what did it. Oh. Because I also haven't been, I would say I haven't been competing, so I wouldn't have seen him. But he hadn't been to a show since that one he was talking about that he said he shut down me and Price. Okay. Matt, you can talk, right?
I do know that, yes.
I'm just making sure, man.
A cat does not have my tongue.
Do what?
I said a cat doesn't have.
Cat got your tongue? Oh, man. We will hear it soon. Blake, he is certainly forgettable. I got some bad news for you. You'll forget within the next month. The AC turned off in the house. It got real quiet. Real quick.
So what are you working on this week, Drew?
Organizing the shop, moving stuff back and forth between moving things to the storage unit mostly. I have a couple more photos I'll just send them to Brandy. That'll work. She's like, what are you doing? Don't worry about it. If anyone needs any CCA wiring, hit me up. I got you. I got a whole bunch for you.
How much you got?
I'll have a photo for you in a second. All right, I just sent these to Brandy. She's gonna be like, what are you doing? My internet is being just hot boo-boo. For some unknown reason. They all did disappear. You're not even lying.
For real?
I may need to reset my Wi-Fi. Because the computer's working fine, but my Wi-Fi is just being awful. Who did I send these photos? What did I send? What are you working on this week?
That's a good question. I think I am tomorrow. I gotta organize some stuff. I got the lawnmower sitting on the trailer right now, so I got to pull that down. Had to weld up a bracket So I put a really heavy trailer with a bunch of landscaping bricks on the back of the lawnmower to move it around.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so heavy, it actually bent the sheet metal that the hitch is mounted to. So I had to basically weld up a plate on there, and it's a process. But
it's a lawnmower, right?
Yeah, but you know what? There might be a weight limit somewhere, but not at my house. There's not. Whatever trailer I have needs to move around from that lawnmower. But that said, once I get that stuff out of the way, I'd love to spend some time working on the car this weekend, because this is the first weekend that I'm not going to have, at least I don't think I'll have a million things going on. I want to make some improvements here and there, and start getting some parts in there, start tearing things apart, and see what I can make better.
I'm gonna have to get I was gonna try to do like a pretty-ish amp rack just to get tide me over until I do a really nice one. But I might just slap them things on a board and put them in. So this is how this hasn't changed a whole lot. This is kind of where everything is for now. This has changed. I've emptied out all this wire on the right side, threw away a whole bunch of spools of like basically empty stuff. Got all this. So these bottom two aren't going anywhere, but like all this, that's too hot. So at one point, Price transitioned from certified basehead brand wire, which was his, to Downward Sound brand. Makes sense. And I was like, "What you got? Send it to me." And that's what he did. So these spools have been up on that shelf for years. I was like, all right, they need to go to the storage unit. So they did. And need to send that tweak back for warranty. And just a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm cleaning all that up this week. And since that other photo, here's what I'll do. I'll be a big brain. Give me another new folder and give me this one and this one. I didn't break it.
Oh, is that all the? So all that CCA is the stuff up top there?
Yeah, up here on the right. And now it's gone. That's all CCA. Cleared out a bunch of this stuff in the middle. Organized a little bit. I need to bring all these batteries for the Tahoe over to a storage unit just because they need to sit for a bit. They need to get out of my way. See, just the polisher was over here. Brought the polisher. Brought the F11 wool. It was a pretty big load this morning. Know what I'm saying?
I feel like you need to invest in a wire rack.
Yep. So I kind of built something up here for the spools. I'm gonna continue this. Like this is high up. This is like 8 feet up. Man, no, yeah, it's like 7 or 8 feet up. But it can be because I'm tall. I didn't know. Yeah, I got a kicker chair, man. What you mean? You don't? Yeah, I ordered that before I was even quote sponsored or whatever. It's just a nice chair.
I was thinking, if you keep posting or talking about these tiny little LED strips, you're going to end up making me spend money on those for no reason.
You should. Oh, I know what I can show y'all. You'll like this. You'll like this a lot. Let me open up SketchUp 2024. I actually need to print a bunch of stuff tonight. Get out the way. Let's go. We'll do math on 3 and 4 to be safe. Okay. Back to StreamYard. Present. Share screen. Window. Whole bench. What is that? Oh, damn it. This isn't the updated one then. Open. I sent 3D printing. Prints 2.0. Which one is the most recent? This one. It'll work. Oh. So the modeling started with just the workbenches because I extended it. I built onto them and I want to make sure they'd fit. But yes, I rendered the whole thing. Let's see that can stay. There you go. So this is all. This is what I got so far. You see where Max goes. And this is all. Like I've been slowly putting this together for a while, adding everything.
I guess you got to include the outlets there.
Yeah. All the outlets that Patrick and I have added. There. The dedicated printer outlets down here.
Where's Patrick at? I feel like that would be interesting to have him on to talk about big voltage.
Oh, we should have him on to talk about that and what it's like, because he's a car audio guy for sure. He loves car audio, but he's not in the industry at all. Never has been, not even a little bit. It'd be like, what's it like, doing this type of audio as not an audio guy?
Yeah,
he would 100% do it. Oh yeah, dude, I love my honeycomb wall. I actually plan on extending the shit out of it. I'm gonna on the doors. Right now, I just have how do I? Right now, there's just pack out stuff hanging from it, but I'm gonna go full on honeycomb wall on there too. Boom, just like that. Oh my gosh, not like that. I should really try one of the 3D mices one day. You seen those?
I have not used them, but I have seen them. I have. This isn't a 3D mouse, but I like this guy here.
That's what I got.
MX Master 3.
Actually, I've got 2 of them on my desk because I wear through the click button.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, I be clicking. So for those who might have seen, this is in metric. That might break it. Let's see. Nope, it did not break it. It was just very close to breaking. It is not happy with life right this second. There it is. There you go. Now they're red. You just can't really. Oh damn it! The front didn't turn red. There you go. Now it did. There you go. So red there, and I'll probably do a green version here for the Ryobi stuff. I can change the size of these grids too to make sure it fits right. But I think I'm gonna move the shelves over here, do a different layout for those. I don't know yet. Is the bad part. Let me open up this one.
Damien, you said you had this one.
So here's a little updated one
for my other computer.
So I am going to move the monitors to both be right here. Right now, one's across the room. These are already printed. I already have these done. Oh yeah, that's another reason I wanted to render it was I can put in the actual 3D prints I'll be using and see how they fit.
Hey man, you got to let Patrick out of that box.
That's right. Where's the Duramax box? Is it in here? No, it's not. So yeah, Patrick has his own box. There's a Duramax one, a Tahoe one. Yeah. Even other printers. What's up?
No, Damien, I don't think I saw that.
Send me a picture of my. I know you've sent it before, but resend it to my messenger, and we can show everybody. Yeah, so I'm thinking about. I was gonna do shelves here, but I think that really eats up like a lot of the space I have on my workbench. I was gonna go crazy with it, so I need to render in the shelves that are on the right side. But I think I'm just gonna stack those heavy with stuff like this, and modified versions of these.
Interesting.
So these are like little tilt boxes, basically.
Yep. You have enough small parts to put in those boxes?
Oh yeah, no, these are slap ass full already. See the little tilt boxes, but so I can easily take that. Well, come here. I said I can easily take that. Be gone. It's hard to do when everything's scaled for not 3D printing. And be like, all right, instead of having it this deep, I want to have it an extra, I don't know, 150 millimeter deep. I want a deep slidey boy. And be like, well, it's not going to tilt anymore, so it doesn't need to have an angle or whatever. And then, boom, 150 longer. And boom, shakalaka. Now I have a slidey boy.
Are you 3D printing these?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be 3D printing this.
All right.
Because the ones that are in there are 3D printed.
I'm gonna need a custom order for at least 100 of those.
Dude, they're so sick. And I found. Let me X out of this. Let me get out of here. I thought they were on Amazon. They were on Amazon. They were, I think, browsing history. No, they were not on Amazon. I lied. Profile, like models. I saw Damien send that picture. I'm gonna go grab it in a second, just so he doesn't think I'm ignoring him or something. Oh, there it is. Oh, I downloaded it already. I'm ahead of the game. Share screen. Tab. Boom. So those are 3D printed with little glass using microscope slides for glass. So I'll be able to put windows.
That's cool.
That's all I wanted. All the 18 people who are watching now.
That is very cool, though, that you just print them yourself and you can just go hang them on the wall.
Yep. And like it ends up price wise, if like you were gonna buy a bunch of them, depending on how you could print them incredibly cheap, and they'd be very lightweight. I tend to print things solid, and it costs a little more.
Sure.
Boom. That's sick. He has a reference system in his house. Room. 102. I want to get away. Have you seen the new 612 DSP? The new DD 6-12 DSP. Nope. I have not. I ain't seen shit. My question is where did he see it? That's the question. Let's see. See, Blake isn't. That's what I'm saying. I want to know where the dude messaged me saw it. Link. Let's see. All right. Split to parts. So this is how I did it before. We'll make a yellow bin. Oh, we'll use Polyterra. All right, we'll do it. We'll call it the green bin. No, I'm gonna do a green bin. I know that material or not. And then this needs to be gray. Separate plate because I'm not a heathen. And now we'll print it the way I print stuff. Max, if you get out from under my feet, you wouldn't get stepped on. But I'm big as hell and you're under my feet. He's like, yeah, but I need to be under your feet, Drew. Drew? Who the fuck's Drew, Matt? Max.
So is that another bin?
Yeah, so this is the ones that I already have in there. This is the model from those. I'm just going to see how much it's going to cost to print one of them. Running through. And for these, since they're going to be a kind of permanent thing, I'll probably print them at a really high, high resolution. Let's see. Get out of my face. $3.20. How much is that PLA listed at? That's expensive. All right, that is not how much it costs because that's not the PLA I would use. All right. Sync. All right, let's see. That did not do what I wanted to do. You dusty bitch. All right, it's going to be a blue one. And it will cost $3.14 apparently. But that is 100% infill, which I won't do that. That's a lie because that'll be heavy. Do 8, 3 walls. Slice. 209. Getting better. So 209 for that. And I could end up bringing that anyway. So $2 for the outside part. And let me make sure this price is right. So this thing will calculate pricing for you too.
That's pretty neat.
35 cents for the little guy. So $2.35 for each bin for about that. These about that big, I guess. Not bad.
Yeah, the cool thing is that you can
customize it to be anything I want.
And do it as often as you need it or not as often. So if you're like, okay, well, I'll do 50 of them today. And then, a month goes by, you fill up 50. All right, cool. I need 50 more.
Yep.
And you can make sure they match. You can do specific colors. Like I think of like screw bins and I think of like stainless steel versus regular steel versus, whatever type of screws you're using or.
Exactly. Let me see if I have a.
What do you use bins for? What kind of parts are you putting in those?
So currently, the ones that I have printed have. Actually, this might be a super high resolution photo. Yeah, well, sorry. This photo we can almost read the labels. I'll send it to myself. Oh, it's bigger than 26 megabytes. How horrible. So currently. There's black bins, red bins, green bin, black, blue, red, yellow, white, and it's currently ferrules in one of them, like large ferrules. Blue connectors, so the blue quick connects, butt connectors, and spades. Red, same thing. Yellow, same thing. And whites are crimp caps of different colors.
Nice.
But I have like 8 different types of metro screws, and I'm getting 2 more. So those I have little bins I printed for those, which I should have a photo of that too. I've taken some pretty high resolution photos over like 200 mega. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I could definitely use some bins.
I can print them. And this is stuff this is what I enjoy doing, and just it's fun.
Right. Yeah, I'd really like to pick up one of those printers at some point.
Yeah, so like they have much cheaper versions than the one I have that can do, as long as you're not putting it in a vehicle, you'll be golden. Okay.
Because of the heat?
Yep. So PLA, which is the material most of this stuff is printed out of, since it's going to be inside, does not deal well with heat. It'll deform.
What kind of temperature?
Like outside in the sun.
Okay, but like outside of the sun, like imagine in a
vehicle, nope.
It's non-climate controlled
no.
garage.
If it's very high density solid, maybe, but thin, no, it won't.
So what temperature would you say it's generally okay up to?
Yes. Let's go look.
110, 120, 130.
Filaments, PLA. So it's called heat deflection temperature, or there's a couple different numbers. It's to the bottom. I'm on the Bamboo website, about to look at some of the technical information. Heat deflection temperature 58C.
And in Fahrenheit,
that's 136. So at 136, it is going to be like easily pliable.
Right. Yeah, I could see that being a problem in a car, but in a not climate controlled garage, I think it'd be okay.
It might, like a lot of this stuff has been in here before, and it's been fine in the heat. But I have some stuff that has been in the truck with the heat, and it's like a little sign that we made for a show, and it was not okay. But so that's why I do all of the stuff I sell to people in ASA, like anything for a vehicle is made out of ASA.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm gonna do more of these, and they're interlocking too. So.
And the biggest issue you have to worry about with the printers is the fumes, right?
Not with PLA. So with PLA, there are no fumes. I mean, I'm sure there's some, but it's not a problem at all.
They're not harmful.
Nope. You can print them wide open in your bedroom if you want.
Interesting.
Let me see. Oh, it's the other stuff that is not so great. I was just sitting here scrolling last night, looking at ideas. Honeycomb grid wall. I was like, damn, this man got his shit together.
It'd be cool to 3D print. Would be, like the toolbox drawer foams where they cut out the foam for tools. You could print something.
I might have some photos of stuff like, yeah, that's super common.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, like a little slosh for that stuff. I was just scrolling through this guy's stuff. Like, it's just like, damn, bro, you got your shit together. So what you're talking about is a system called Gridfinity. That's like the easiest way to print eyeballs. Present screen. Gridfinity. Master collection. So it's as it's called Gridfinity, they print grids, and you can.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there,
dude. It's
custom holders for their pliers and stuff like that. Wow.
Here's some photos. It looks like that.
That's great.
Just not. I'm gonna do normal colors, and I have some Gridfinity stuff already that I've been using.
Wow.
Yeah, you make them any size, any color. I have some that are labeled for Metro parts and stuff like that. make a whole little bin.
Gotcha.
Oh, these are the bougie ones. They screw together with magnets in them, so that way you can't accidentally spill them over.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is how I spend my time whenever I'm just like my brain's cooked and I'm done for the day. Here's a collection. There you go. That's exactly what you're talking about. Boom.
Very nice.
Yeah. You I could easily print you up a honeycomb wall, or for your pack out kit. Ooh, that looks nice. But yeah, it's I have a good bit of this already used. I'm just gonna continue to expand it because I need to keep things. I really need to keep things more organized in there because it's such a small space that it easily gets to be too much. Oh, I haven't did a pretty rendering.
So it looks like the PLA is less harmful than other things. PETG is very safe, it looks like.
Yeah, no, it's most of it is a-okay to print like in your house.
Yeah, most people just say if there's any type of if you have any type of ventilation, just open a window or something, and it'll be okay. From what I'm reading.
Yeah, the only one you got to worry about like ASA, ABS, those are harmful, but that's why I have the ventilation.
Yeah,
on two of the printers. Let's see, picture shop printers. I got this. This is an older photo, but these two big ducks are a 3D print. I printed an adapter for the back of the chamber. There's a chamber fan. It seals to that. Then there's a little 5-volt, 120 millimeter fan up here that ducks out through this 3D printed vent on the side of the building.
Yep. So you're able to just be in there all day.
It runs at it's very slow. It's a USB powered fan, and you don't want too much negative pressure because when you're printing those materials, you want the box to be hot on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
It builds just enough so you don't smell anything, nothing.
Yep.
Until you open the door and it's just like, oof.
Well, that's really good.
Yeah. So these two are set up for this middle printer is the one that print most, and you can see I even sealed it with tape.
Now, do those printers, the smaller versions you mentioned, are they also sealed like that?
So these aren't super sealed, like they're sealed enough. They do have. We'll just put a website up. How's that? Present, share screen, Windows, share, Bamboo, can't type. So Bamboo is effectively the Apple of 3D printers. Put it that way. So they have the X1 Carbon, which is the ones that I have. And then they have the P1S, which is I think the better option. Which I probably would have done P1S had I known and I'd done a single X1Z or something. So this can do basically it's in a box just like mine. They can't get that quite as high of a temperature in the bed in the nozzle, and there's no touchscreen. And there's a couple of things like no LiDAR and stuff like that, but stuff that you don't really need. And it comes with a multi-material system. And it can print everything for the most part. But they have printers like the A1. Like if you're just printing PLA and you have like a extra room in your house, or extra room, but like a climate stable room in your house, you could easily put this in there and just let it go to work. Same print bed, it's just open. So like no ABS, no stuff like that. And it's if you just want one color, that's all you care about, $340. and you're printing high quality stuff. Or if you only want to print little things, A1 Mini. Such a cute little guy. A little bit smaller print bed, but same high quality prints come out of it. Bamboo is on their shit. And then these smaller printers are super affordable. The one I have is the X1, and it's not even the quote best one they make. This is the X1. They make an X1E Enterprise. It gets even hotter. It's got an active bed box heater, fancy shit. But you can't buy it. You have to like be a corporation or some shit. Yep. Or you could just not do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't get another hobby. Just tell me what you want.
It's not, I don't think it's that simple.
It is. You just tell me. You just draw what you want.
Hey, I asked for a speaker adapter quite a while back.
No, you said there were changes having you made. You didn't tell me what to work.
I did.
You didn't tell me again.
But since then, we've decided to maybe move those speakers elsewhere.
Yeah, and don't you have 3D printed speaker adapters in your car right now?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
And they work very well.
They do. They do work really good.
Yeah, thanks for those.
Oh, so are you ready for max training or what?
Describe ready.
Yep, I saw the same video. Dude, they're crazy good. Like, they're crazy good. I mean, you still got a couple months, so you'll be all right. You'll bounce back.
It's a process. That's all I can say. It takes time, but it's a process.
Well, I think I am going to hop off here. I still haven't eaten anything. Hungry. I'm going to go eat. And I think, depending, if Brandy's going to bed, then I'm going to end up in the shop for sure. If she's not, I may watch a little bit TV with her.
All right.
I don't know. What you going to do? You going to go to bed?
Maybe. I don't know yet.
Earlier, Brandy said, I was like, does he stay up too? I'm like, yeah.
Like, it depends.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
I could go down to the garage and organize some stuff and think about some bins that I don't have.
We could both go to our shops and organize shit on video.
Yep.
It'd be like a double date to a Mexican restaurant.
Oh my goodness.
Well, sir. Oh, everyone watching. David said he'll leave work early today. Shit.
Early. Yeah, early.
2 in the morning. 3 in the morning. Oh, the new H for my Duramax. I got one right here. Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Look at that beef. All that beef. These will go in eventually.
All right, Drew.
Sir. Oh.
Later. That's got to be like a challenge to keep your feet in the air all night.
Shit, ask your mama. Hey, yo.
All right. I will talk to you guys later.
What's it? Dead. All right, everybody. Fix your engine noise and go organize your shop.
See ya.